A year ago, I was poor somewhat. Now my future's brighter than Christopher's new haircut. Bruno Mars is still sucking dick and fucking.
Hey guys, it's XCJP's bringing you another video. Today's based on an Arma2 and the editor. This is a really great thing to have in a game. You can create your own mission, your own situation. You can use it online, single player. You can use it for making machinimas and anything else that's scripted. Now, basically what I've done is, in any road, you just find a road. Mine's got a little village at the end of it. I mean, there's plenty of roads on, this is Takistan. So basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is first of all place a unit. I'm going to place him about here. Going to make his rank, let's see, a corporal. I've got it on, yeah, the British Armed Forces. I've gone for cars and the Jackal HMG. So I've placed him. Now Control C, Control V does work, so I can click him and Control V just behind, because I am actually making a small convoy which will be heading towards the village, and as you can probably guess, they're gonna get ambushed, and that's what makes it fun. So let's have a look. I'm actually going to change these to non-playable. So your front vehicle you can put in playable, but I always prefer to be the rear vehicle because they get shot at less, you're less likely to die. So my control, you can put player as commander, player as gunner, and this is literally who you're gonna be. But you can also put it for the vehicle in front. If I wanted, I could put playable as commander, driver and gunner. Basically what this does is gives me permissions whether I can get back in or out the vehicle once I have got out of the vehicle. Now the only time I have actually seen this implemented online is TeamSpeak servers. If you don't have TeamSpeak, you can't drive, you can't do anything, actually, depending. Sometimes you're allowed to play as the gunner, or perhaps get in as a passenger, but for today this is just going to be non-playable. And then this Jackal, I'm going to be the commander, like so. Now you want to click groups, drag a line from any one of the Jackals to the other one. Now remember, you can use anything you want. You can use tanks, quad bikes. I saw online, actually it was quite good, a recreation of the Medal of Honor mission with Dusty, where you're actually sent in on the quad bikes. You've got the Barrett 50 cal and the MP7. It was actually very clever. I think they did use mods though. So gonna go ahead, click waypoints. Gonna put my waypoint right there. About, yeah, I'm not sure, because I'm just trying to think. I want this vehicle, no, I want that building there to actually be where my units hide behind. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is click these guys, double click here, move. Now I'm going to put the behaviour to aware, because obviously I want them to be ready for anything that's going to jump out on them. The formation I'm going to put to column compact, so that they are going obviously in a line and are very close together, so that way more of a realistic, it's just if you do get combed in with an ambush of group soldiers, you have got that protection of being with a fellow vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead now, I'm going to click groups. You can place single units, but I'd rather hit just groups on its own. It's much easier, it's more efficient, it's quicker. So here we go. So I've got the side, chose to opt for Takistan Army. Types infantry, you can go motorized, mechanized, armor, air, so on. I'm going to have an infantry section, which is a fairly small squad. Now what I'm going to do is hit units, and to rotate you just simply make sure you've got all who you want to rotate under your control. Hold shift and left mouse button, and there you go. So I'm going to place them there. I'm going to place another 2 here, just to make it a little more interesting, and also a group here. But with this group, I'm actually going to, hold on, if I just, what I am going to do with this group here is put it whether they will appear or not as a 50% chance, so they will be there or they won't be, which adds a little more surprise. Even though you know where the units could be, you're not quite sure where they're going to spawn, where they're going to come from. And I quite like that sort of element of surprise that sort of, you know, proper gets you ready. So I'm going to put a small waypoint here, which is a move. For this group here, I'm going to put a small, actually, yeah, put that there. Let's go for combat mode. They're just going to open fire, engage at will, combat behaviour. These guys are going to have a mini waypoint about there. Oops. Like so, no combat, no nothing. But then their second waypoint will be open fire, engage at will with a combat behaviour. This group will be the same. This one will literally have a small move and then the large. So we are literally going to comb them in here, if you can see what I'm doing. Combat mode, open fire, engage at will, and combat formation with these guys. I'm going to put it to line so that they are literally all standing in front of me. Now what I'm going to do is place a trigger. Now what the trigger will do is, as soon as I actually reach the location of where I've placed it, I can synchronize it with any one of the groups to make it so that as soon as I hit that, them groups will be told that I'm coming and they will actually move into a position, which I'm going to put as my second waypoint to get them going across their route to attack me. So I've got my angle B is going to be 25, my angle X is 25 again, so that's straight across there. Now, in order for this to actually activate these groups, I need to click groups, drag from trigger to the group like so, and that's the friendly group. Now for the enemies, what you do is you click synchronize, drag from your trigger to the second waypoint on any sort of ones you've got that are just a move, and obviously for this last one, the first waypoint. So as soon as I hit here, all 3 of these groups will start running in and firing. Now, another really great thing, and this can affect the performance of your gameplay, but if you have got quite high specs on your computer, go ahead, click modules, and this really does create an immersive atmosphere by what I'm about to do, and that's to go to modules, environment colors, and then modules, environment effects. And basically what these will do is, depending on the time of year, time of day, that sort of thing, they will actually add weather, and I mean by that is snow, rain, you know, you've got sunshine, and if that is going to be implemented, then it will be a lot more colourful. And I'm actually going to change, it's actually set to what my computer is right now, which is 20 past 1. It's February 2nd 2012. I just named this ambush. I've got the weather on stormy, just some fog. Click OK. Now what I'm going to do is give this a go, so let's preview it.
Team move off until 12 o'clock.
Here we go. You can see slowing down and waiting for my other truck.
2, target 9, enemy 12 o'clock, 200 meters.
Enemy 10 from up click.
2, target 9, I'm coming.
11 o'clock. Medium range.
2.
So now they know there's enemies, they're speeding up, getting closer so we can engage. Here we go, basically. This one you can see he's driven into a wall of fire. I think he's just lost his front left tyre. This guy's getting me this one.
Target that car at 3-0.
12 enemy close.
You can see the
One
effects, I
is
mean, you
down.
can see the snow coming down. I mean,
Medium range.
it's funny actually, tomorrow it is actually supposed to snow.
2. I'm the new action.
Which I don't believe, because it seems the weather forecasts are always wrong.
I've got him. Hostile down.
I think for this video I should have really chose to be the actual gunner, because I could have rotated, showed you the fighting scene. Being the commander, I've only got this sort of 180-degree angle here. I think if this village is clear, you can see all the bodies. I mean, they came in from there, and there. And if you've noticed some lag, it is because Frapsing, I'm not sure why, but lately is really affecting the performance of my computer.
3 o'clock.
It
Enemy
never used
machine
to,
close.
but there you go. So basically that was a simple tutorial. Now remember, you can do whatever you want. I could have had tanks, you could have had the enemies as tanks, you could have put an army to face us. I mean, obviously we wouldn't survive, but if you want that fun and to be implemented, you know, just add it, mess around with it, do what I've shown you, just make it your own version. I'm sure it'll be fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you make some good missions with the Arma2 editor. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Wolf gang, we rock, rock, and that shit was expected like Jason whenever he named drops.
Fuck you, Tyler.
Jesus, motherfucking Teresa, this nigga gang got Wolf Haley for this feat.